Hello, my name is Julie and this is KS Mom Crochets, and today is Featured Photos Friday number 24. So I had quite a few people send me pictures this time around. They email me pictures and then I do this video for you all to see what everyone else is working on. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first person that sent me a picture was Janice, and she actually sent me two different projects. But the first project that she sent was a lovey, a dog lovey, and this is from the Snuggle and This is from the Snuggle and Play crochet book. She said that she used Hirschner's worsted yarn and a 3.5 millimeter hook, and then she used felt eyes on the dog. And I think that it turned out absolutely adorable. I have made something out of this book before because it's the book that you can make either the full-size animal or you can make it just a lovey. I've never made a lovey out of it before, but I need to do that because I did find out that someone I know is having a baby, and that would be perfect. So, but I really love this little dog. I love that she used the felt eyes. You know, I don't know if I've ever used felt eyes before either, but they turned out awesome. Like, I have such a hard time cutting felt, but hers are just perfect circles. I don't know how you did that. And I love his little eyebrows, and I also love how that his ears and his paws, like his paw pads, like they match. I think that you did a wonderful job, and I love the stitch pattern on that blanket. Now, I have used that stitch pattern that she used. It looks like the one that I used to make a baby blanket out of. I think it was before I started making YouTube videos, but I used the pattern for the lovey and then I just kept going on it. So that is something else that you can do with that book. But I just absolutely love your little dog, Janice. So thank you so much for sending that picture. And then the next picture that Janice sent me is Mabel the cow. And she this pattern comes out of the book Amigurumi Treasures 2. I think it's the second one that Mabel is in. I'm pretty sure it's the second one, but I know, oh yes, she says right here that it's Amigurumi Treasures 2, and that she used I Love This Cotton and a hook size was 3.5. I've never used Hobby Lobby's I Love This Cotton to make amigurumi before, but man, it turns out good. You did really, really good. I love her so much. I do have pieces of this cow, the same cow pattern, in a bag that I need to pull out and finish because she's absolutely adorable, and she's one of the main reasons why that I got that book. But I love how that she put the daisy buttons on her dress. That is so cute, and such an excellent little extra detail on that. I just love how she turned out. She turned out so cute. So I definitely need to finish mine too. But I love yours so very much. She's absolutely adorable. And I just thank you so much, Janice, for sending me your pictures and sharing with us what you've been up to. So now the next person that sent me a picture was Edna, and Edna made a unicorn for her granddaughter. She has a little granddaughter named Natalie that is, I think, is she the 3-year-old? I'm not sure. But she has a little granddaughter named Natalie, and she kept asking her to make her a unicorn, so she made her one, and it turned out so adorable. I love it so much. Now, she said that this is a repeat Crafter Me pattern, and I'm thinking that it comes out of her book, the one with the alphabet. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm pretty sure that that is the book that, or that is what this unicorn pattern is from. But she said that she used a 3.75 millimeter hook, and she used Caron 4-ply yarn. And I just love all the different colored curly cues. I really like making the curly cues. I don't know if other people do or not, but I really like making them. I think it's so much fun when they curl up like that. And I really like making unicorns too. I have made quite a few unicorns in my past. But she said that her granddaughter wanted it to have a mouth. So she had to give this unicorn a mouth, and I think your mouth looks awesome on your unicorn. Now, Edna did send me a picture of her little granddaughter holding this, which I'm not going to share on here, but she did send me a picture of her receiving it, and oh my goodness, it just melted my heart. Like, you could just see like the pure look of joy on this child's face, and I told her that is right there, that look on her face, that's why we crochet, that's why we make things like amigurumis or just presents in general with crochet, is for that look of joy, when especially for kids. Like, that's one of my favorite things to do, is to make things for children, because they appreciate it, and you could just tell how happy this little baby was to get this unicorn. So thank you so much, Edna, for sharing your pictures with us. I love your unicorn so very much. It turned out awesome, and I always enjoy hearing from you. Now, the next person that sent me pictures was Kathleen. And Kathleen sent me a couple different projects this time. The first one that she sent me was an alligator, and she said that this is a free pattern, and it's from Sweet Oddity Art, and I feel like that I have heard of this designer before, but I just cannot remember. I need to get on there and look at her patterns, because I feel like I have done things from this person before, but I don't remember. But anyway, this is called Snap the Alligator. And she said that she used Lime Brand Hometown Tweed, which is a number 6 weight yarn, to make this alligator, because she wanted it, I guess she wanted it to come out big. But she said that it is 32 inches long. Like, how fun is that? But she said that the pattern actually has separate spikes. Like, you actually make little spikes to sew on to the back of this alligator. But instead of making all those spikes, as she was making the body, she added bobble stitches in the places that she felt like needed to have a spike. And that is just such an awesome idea, because I don't know about you all, but I don't like sewing on little tiny pieces at all. And to come up with an idea like that is just awesome, because you're just crocheting it in, and it looks awesome. Like, it looks really, really good. And I love this yarn that she used, this Hometown Tweed. I have used the Hometown before, but I don't think I've ever used the Tweed. But it was just perfect for an alligator. Like, the colors just were awesome for it. And she always does such a good job. I love it so much. And I can just imagine how big it is. I bet it's very squishy. Now, the next thing that Kathleen sent me was a baby shower gift. She said that she, I can't remember if she said, well, anyway, somebody that she knew was having a baby, and she wanted to make a baby shower gift for them. And so she wanted to make a blanket and an amigurumi, and she made a elephant for the amigurumi. And this elephant is so adorable. But the cool thing about this, well, okay, so the elephant, she said, is a paid pattern, and it comes from the site lovecrafts.com, which, is like a yarn company, but they also sell patterns on there. I've never really looked at their patterns before either. And she told me the name of the designer, but I cannot pronounce it. So I will put it right here so that you can just see the name, because I know that I will butcher that name so bad. But she said that this pattern is completely no-sew, except you have to sew on the eyes and the ears, and then you make the hair tuft, like the hair that's on the top of its head, which is awesome. That's just awesome. I love a good no-sew pattern, and I love it when they tell you how to sew in those arms and the legs and stuff. It just makes it so much faster. It goes by so much faster. But I just love this little elephant and his eye, or her eyes. She always does such a good job crocheting eyes. I really need to practice that. I don't think that I have ever actually made like a crocheted eye like that. I've always used just safety eyes because it's easy. But I really do love it. I love it so much. But the cool thing about it is she did send me a picture of the blanket with the elephant as well. And she also bought a book to go along with this present, which was really awesome. I know when my girls were little, we always read books. Like, I always read books to them when they were little, and they loved it. So that's definitely something that this parent to be can, do with their child when it gets old enough to listen, I guess. But the little book is called If Animals Kiss Goodnight, and I just think that's so sweet. And it has elephants on the front, so it just coordinates perfectly. But the blanket that she made is just absolutely gorgeous, and it all ties together so great. But this is called Easy Weekend Baby Blanket, and it is a free pattern by lovelifeyarn.com. And I just love it. I love how she bordered it in that gray, which, obviously matches the gray on the elephant's feet. And then, obviously the elephant is pink, and then there's pink in the blanket. So this is just an awesome baby shower gift idea. Make a little blanket and amigurumi and find a little coordinating book. And, I mean, that's just awesome. I love that. I love it so much. Now, the next thing, or the last thing that Kathleen sent me, I know I'm not going to be able to say this. I know I'm not going to be able to say this, Kathleen. But it is Owen the Okapi? I don't know. I'll put it right here. But I told her, I was like, I've never heard of that animal, so I had to Google it just to see what it was, because I'd never heard of it. And it's the coolest animal ever. But she did such an awesome job on this. I will try, if I have a room, I will insert a small picture of what this animal actually looks like in real life. And she did such a great job on this pattern. But like I said, the animal itself is so cool. But she said that she made this Owen from Sweet Oddity Art. Again, it's actually a paid for pattern. But it's her niece's favorite animal. And she said that her niece was older and was a mom, and that she was probably too old for stuffed animals or like an amigurumi. But no, nobody is ever too old for a stuffed animal. I was telling her that I had made my dad a teddy bear a couple years ago, and he loved it. So, and he's, I'm sure, a lot older than your niece. But, she did email me back and tell me that her niece loved it, which I knew that she would. But she did such a good job on this. Like, her color changing is always so good. Like, I'm just not that great at color changing at all. But this animal is just so cool. And it was just so interesting to see, because I never would have came across this pattern, probably. I would have never heard of that without Kathleen. But she did such an awesome job on it, and it really does look like one. Like, she did such a good job. I love it so much. So thank you so much, Kathleen, for sharing your pictures with us and giving us inspiration. I always appreciate you. So now, the next person that sent me a picture was Louise. And Louise sent me 2 different projects as well. She sent me the Stitch Puppy. And I actually made this pattern not too long ago. This is from a Claire Gelder, I think it's Gelder book. It's Mabel Bunny Co. And it turned out so good. Like, I love the yarn that she used. That has like that slight, it's not like abrupt color changing, it's like a really light color changing. It's just so pretty. Such a pretty color. But I hope that you enjoyed all those loop stitches as much as I did, because I actually did have a lot of fun doing those loop stitches. And they just look so intimidating, but I had a lot of fun doing them, and I hope that you did too. But I just love how your Stitch Puppy turned out. It's so adorable. You did such a good job on this. And like I said, I just love the yarn that you chose. It's so pretty. And it just suits it so perfectly. It turned out awesome. I love it so much. So the next thing that she sent me is also another pattern from a book by Claire Gelder. I hope I said that right. But this is not Mabel Bunny. It's the other one. I think it's called Bonnie the Cow and Friends. I don't have that one. But I'm thinking that that's the one that it's from, because it's not from the one that I have. But this is a frog. And it turned out so cute. I love it so much. Now, this designer does do a really awesome job on her patterns. I really enjoyed making that Stitch Puppy. And I know that this book is in my future, and this frog will be in my future too, because my daughter just loves frogs. But I love the picture that she took of the frog sitting on the shelf with its legs hanging down. Is so cute. And I just know that Caitlin would want to display her frog the same way. I haven't shown her this picture yet, but I will have to do that because I know she'll love it. But you did such an excellent job on this too. Like, I just love it so much. It's so cute. It's so cute. But thank you so much, Louise, for sharing your pictures with us. I enjoyed seeing your project so very much, and you definitely made me want another book. So, the next person that sent me a picture was Marilyn. And Marilyn said that after she watched my video where I made some monsters, she decided to pull out her monster book and make a monster of her own. And she used Amigurumi Monsters, the second one, number 2. And she made, I'm pretty sure this pattern is called Janice the Music Lover. I could be wrong, but I know it's something about music. I remember that. But it turned out so cute. She did such a wonderful job on this. Now, she said that she used worsted weight yarn and a 3.25 millimeter hook. Now, I don't think I could ever go that small on worsted weight yarn. But the stitches on this is just incredible. Like, it looks so good. But she said that she wanted to use that hook to try to make it smaller, because she knew that it was going to come out really big probably. But I just love it so much. It turned out so awesome. I love how she used that variegated yarn to make the stripes on it. It looks so good. It turned out awesome. I just love it, and its big old eyeball. You did such a good job, Marilyn. So thank you so much for sharing your picture, and I'm so happy that I could inspire you to pull out that book and work from it. It always makes me happy when you all tell me, because I do have quite a few people tell me things like that, and it always makes me happy to know that I can inspire you all, because I know you guys inspire me all the time. So the last person, but never not least, that sent me a picture was Cheryl. And Cheryl made a dragon, and this dragon is just awesome. I love it so much. She said this is the big dragon from the Unicorns and Dragons book. And I do actually have this book, but I've never made anything from it. But it really makes me want to make this dragon. I just want to make everything that I see. But she did such an awesome job. And if you'll look, the very first thing, whenever I opened her email and I opened this picture, the first thing I seen was those eyes. Now, I have seen somebody, I can't remember, I'm so sorry. I can't remember exactly who it was, but somebody sent me a picture for this video before with eyes like that, and I wanted to order some and I had forgot about it. So now these are definitely in my future because I want some eyeballs like that. I need eyeballs like that in my future. She did such an excellent job on this though. She said she used Red Heart Super Saver Peacock and a 3.5 millimeter hook. But she did say that this pattern has a lot of sewing to it. And I can see that, you know, it has all the spikes and it looks like the eyelids and the nostrils. But man, does it ever turn out awesome when it's done. And I love the color that you chose. Using variegated yarns for stuff like this, I just love seeing how variegated yarns like play out in amigurumi. It's really fun. It's really fun to see them come to life. But I just love it. And like those eyes, I just can't get over those eyes. Like they just pop. Like they just pop. And they really do bring this dragon to life. Like that was just such an excellent choice. As well as, like I said, the colors are just great too. You did such an awesome job. I love it so much. So thank you so much, Cheryl, for sharing your pictures with us. I appreciate it so very much. And I appreciate all of you for sharing your pictures or for just sitting here watching and, you know, looking at their creations, because there are so many talented people. And a lot, like, you know, I say this every time just about it that I make a video, but there are a lot of people that don't make YouTube videos, or, you know, maybe they do and you've never heard of them. But that's what this video is all about, is just to share with you all these creations that you would never get to see, you know, unless they shared it with us. So if anybody would like to share a picture with me, all you have to do is email me your picture. My email is always in the description box of all of my videos. The only thing that I ask you to do is to put featured photos Friday or Friday video, just something like that in the subject box of your email to let me know that email is for this video. That way I know that it's okay to share, because I would never want to share somebody's picture that you know, didn't want me to. So thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you in another video. Bye.